Steve Jobs, The Saving of Apple. History. In 1976, Stephen Wozniak and Steve Jobs found the Apple computer called the Apple I. 2 years later, the Apple II sold over 10,000 units. John Sculley, the CEO, was questioned due to products not doing well in the market. 2 years later, Jobs replaced Sculley, where the Apple board kept Sculley and Jobs having no decision-making authority. Jobs later resigned from the Apple company. History continued. In 1985, due to hardship, Apple laid off 1/5 of its employees. Did not stop the Apple company from making new products. They released the revamped Macintosh computer, mainly found in elementary schools. In 1993, Apple released the PowerBook. Also, Sculley was removed from position by the board and replaced by Michael Spindler. The Power Mac, which has a Power PC chip, making it faster, was released under Spindler. Spindler was asked to resign, and Gil Amelio was hired to replace his position. Amelio's run with the Apple company ended, resulting with Steve Jobs becoming CEO once again. Jobs proved to Apple he had what it takes by releasing the iMac and iBook products. Apple saw its highest share price reach $70. Apple decided to make Jobs the permanent CEO. And here we see the Apple stock. It starts in 2001 and finishes in 2010. In late 2004, you can see where the stock has reached up to just shy of $50, and then as it slowly goes up, and then in 2008 it has a crash and they rebuilt it and it's still going up today. The iPod. In 2001, Apple released the iPod line. iTunes was on the market in 2003, letting customers legally purchase music. In 2005, Apple was seen as renewed interest in computer products due to the success of the iPod. The iPod was and still is one of the most leading MP3 players in our market today. The iPod gives access to carry and listen to music anywhere, access to Wi-Fi, and it came in multiple sizes and colors throughout its lifetime. As you see here, it started off as the iPod and the iPod Classic, and then it grew off into the iPod Photo, iPod Video, and the iPod Mini. The iPod Video grew into iPod Touches and later became into iPads. The iPod Mini became into iPod Nanos and iPod Shuffles. As you can see, there's been many changes throughout the iPod history since 2001. iPod competitors is the Sony Walkman, the Cubic Evo, the Pile, the SanDisk Clip Sport, the Sony NWZ E380 series, the Vertigo, Trio, Eclipse, and AgPack. iPhones. In 2007, Apple released the iPhone. Due to its loyal customers happy with previous products, the release of the iPhone was a huge success for the company. The iPhone combined all current Apple products into one device. The iPhone is able to allow users to access iTunes, iClouds, and etc. With the popularity of the iPhones, they are now made to pre-order due to the popularity. Here we have the iPhone 1, the iPhone 4, the iPhone 5, the iPhone 6, and the iPhone 6 Plus. iPhone competitors are the OnePlus 2, the HTC One M9, the Nexus 6P, the Samsung Galaxy, and the LG G4. These brands are the phones that are the competitors to Apple as of December of 2015. The Apple Watch. The Apple Watch is a sleek designed watch that does everything that the iPhone does, but in the shape and structure of a watch. Has the accessibility to do actions such as text messages, emails, phone calls, Siri, measure your heart rate, and traffic updates. This product is designed for those who are always on the go and looking for something more convenient in their lifestyles. Unlike the iPhone, the Apple Watch has an Ion X glass face. This is the same type of material that is used in the windows of space shuttles and high-speed trains. Even though the watch can do everything that the iPhone can, it still has to have an iPhone to connect to. The Apple Watch competitors: the Samsung Gear S, the Samsung Gear 2, the Samsung Gear 2 Neo, the Pebble Time, the Garmin VivoActive, Microsoft Band, Asus ZenWatch, the LG G Watch. Listed are competitors of the Apple Watch product as of December 2015. The battle. The battle between Macs and PCs still continues today. PC goers attract business users. These users were the highest percentage of customers who also had the highest amount of hesitation towards the Mac. This was due to the high pricing and learning a new system. Thanks to the iPod and the iPhone, Apple saw an increase for the buyers of the Mac product. Mac offered a handful of different models attracted to different career paths. And in conclusion, Steve Jobs made a great impact within the Apple company. He strived for the first new product to hit the market, which he did so several times. With the help of CEO Tim Cook, Jobs not only built a strong name, but a structurally sound company. Today, Apple products are well known by all technology goers. Where you see a Samsung or even Microsoft product, you will most likely see an Apple product not too far down on the shelf. And there you go. The Saving of Apple by Steve Jobs.